darkness rises, and so must light. Galek, will you answer the call? This is not who you are. Make your choice.
Galek, this is justice. These lands used to belong to the clans. We are reclaiming what is rightfully ours.
As you say, Father.
Whatever it takes. Bring the prisoners!
Please! We're just farmers!
This man led the human oppressors. He is responsible for the deaths of hundreds of orcs, as are his ancestors. For millions, he must be punished. This human too bears responsibility. And must stand in judgment. Son, what are you doing?
Making a choice.
Please.
All this? For what? A single human child?
I do not wish to fight you, Father.
You are no son of mine.
Let go, Father! It is over!
Not for me. Weak.
Greetings! Greetings, fellow champion collectors! I am Ashtarothi, the technically inept, and this is Raid Shadow Legends. Oh boy. Alright, so let me explain what just happened there. My mic doesn't always register correctly when I plug it in. And my son wanted to use it yesterday, so I had to unplug it and take it out there. And then I brought it in here and I plugged it in, and I thought I checked it to see whether or not it worked, and I apparently didn't. So I tried it once, and then I was like, nope, I'm not even going for it. So we're going with the headset today. Let me check my sound levels. All right. Yes, we are. That was the part of the Call of the Arbiter series. There's actually a whole series of videos. I can actually get this out of the way now. Hold on. If I'm not going to use it, don't have it there. So there's this whole Call of the Arbiter series, which are pretty cool on YouTube, that kind of tell the story of the champions that you get towards the beginning or like throughout the basic campaign, and some of the others and stuff. It's pretty cool, but also you get a bunch of cool prizes for them, so you can like every time you share the trailer, you get some stuff, and then you get silver as well. So these are actually a really good. What I like to do, what I recommend for a new account is that you play through it all the way until you like get to the point where you start running low on energy, start running low on resources, and then just come through here and just rate it for all of the stuff that it has. Now that you understand a little bit more about what it's all about. But either way, I want to talk to you guys because this is an emergency meeting. It's an emergency meeting. I have to let you guys know something. I have a problem, which is that our current Clan v Clan, we are losing. We're losing. We haven't lost before. That's impossible. So that sucks. So we have to, and it ends in 12 hours. So I was going to do this stream tomorrow, but then they were like, oh, oh shoot, yeah. They were like, oh, you could do it on Wednesday, and then I saw that the Clan v Clan was on Wednesday, and I was like, I'm gonna have to squeeze it in because I set aside some money for this month to be able to do some shard openings on stream, because I know that's really cool. But I needed to do those openings right now, so that way I can get something cool, so we can get points in the Clan v Clan tournament. Hence why we are here today. But here's the good news about that. The good news is that this is going to be a really good opportunity for you to make a, what's different with the mic? I'm using my headset mic this time. So, this is a good opportunity for me to go through a lot of different concepts within the game and show stuff off to you. But before I do, there is a link in the description, and will be in the chat, that links to that allows you to make a new account, and also has the raid yard. The raid yard promotion is still going on right now until like the 10th. So you've got like 2 days left. So if you're watching this not live, hey, thanks, Ganai. If you're watching this not live, then probably too late. But if you're watching this live right now, you should go to the raid yard link, which should be down below, and check it out, because there's really cool prizes, but they're only for like newer players. Speaking of newer players, if you use my code or the QR code or whatever, you can get this guy. Ready? Check it out. Oh, hold on. Before I begin, about the raid yard. I have a thing. Yeah, so you guys still have 2 more days for that. So make sure, if you're getting a new account, you want to use my account link, which is down below, and also go there like immediately. You can get your code if you go to your character profile in the top left where you can't see it because it's whatever. under the QR code, you can get your Plarium or your player ID in the info here. So there you go. There's that. And that gets you potentially prizes and stuff. So cool. But you definitely want to use my account because you will get Drake. So Drake, okay. Look. Yes, this is a sponsored thing. Yes, I want to be positive about this thing. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Drake, I'm not all that into Drake. I actually fed my Drake out of frustration. He's kind of good, but there's just so much better. But I got good news for you. I got really good news for you. Ready? Rector Dreth is probably one of the best giveaway champions that they have given in a long time. That's what all of the experts are saying. Many people are saying this. And Rector Dreth you get if you get to level 12. So use my link. Get Rector Dreth get to level 12. It doesn't take very long. You just go through the missions and the quests and the challenges and stuff here in the bottom left corner, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But go there and power level yourself to level 12. You'll get Rector Drake and all of those extra prizes. And the one good thing about Drake is that he's a level 4 that you can then feed to help get KL to level 5 faster, which you may not understand what that means, but you will, and you'll be happy about that. Let's just say that. Okay, so also, if you have Prime, there is loot. Is my drop on? Is drop turned on? Oh no, I'm not on Twitch. Danny, you messing me up. Yes, there is currently a Prime drop option going on. No, Rector is so good. In fact, last stream when we did this and I made this new account, we got Rector Drek, and she's one of my favorite champions still. What she does is, on her number 1, she does a decrease attack. This is really, really good because, you know, a lot of times some of the bosses that really, really matter, especially like Clan Boss, which is where you show off to all of your friends about how cool you are, keeping that decreased attacks debuff on that enemy at all times is very critical to survival. So, you know, and we'll talk about how boss strategy works. Oh yeah, it's a prime reward. That's right. Got it. There's a prime reward. Any rate, so the number 2 thing is that she does a good heal. So she's going to be your support champion. She does a heal, and she does a heal of this champion's max HP. So you can just stack her with survivability and HP and stuff like that. And so that's really good, which is important because you want her to be the last to die because she has revive a single ally with 60% HP and fills their turn meter by 60%. You know, first of all, there aren't very many revivals kicking around. Okay, now there are some, and many of them are good. One of the best ones you can get is by getting 3 referrals. If you refer to 3 people, you get DJ. She's awesome. I think Rector Dreth is better because so she only reses 1, where DJ reses 3. But DJ often just reses as soon as somebody dies, so she only reses 1 anyways, and she reses them with 60% turn meter, which makes them go really quickly, and puts a perfect veil on them, which reduces AoE damage and makes it so the enemy attack other characters besides the ones that she just resurrected, which is super handy, but is amplified by the fact that once you get her ascended, which means something, I promise you, she gains this ability, which is whenever an ally under a Veil or Perfect Veil buff gets a turn, heals them by 10% of their max HP. So now she's doing even more HP heal based on their HP. Also, the resistance of allies under Veil or Perfect Veil is increased by 50, that is honestly one of the hugest parts because resistance is what gets your characters to resist negative status effects. That means being poisoned. That means being stunned. That means being frozen. All of those kinds of things, she helps keep them straight by both veiling them through the heal and also because look at this. This one seems confusing, right? Because it says, wait, so this heals by 20%. After healing, places a perfect veil buff on them for 2 turns. Or if they're not at full health, then it puts a 15% contiguous heal buff on them for 1 turn. So, you know, if there's no perfect veil, then there's a heal still in the next turn, right? Why do they do this? Well, because perfect veil in this case is better, but with her aura, Perfect Veil also gives her that next turn heal anyways. So that's so good. Any rate, you can get that right now. And if you then type in, we're gonna go with It's Alive. Are we going with It's Alive? No. Monkey King. Right now there's a code, Monkey King, all one word, where you should be able to get Sun Wukong still, which was the big thing for last year or last month. Huge, very important to get that if you can, because once you do, I can't guarantee that you'll ever be able to see this dude again. And the amount of times I've been telling Bayonex, oh man, if you only had Sun Wukong. But he's fine. He pulled a legendary on his 4th blue shard, so I'm very angry at him. It's fine. Oh yeah, also there's a new patch tomorrow with quality of life and some rebalancing and such, I think. And a big patch that's supposed to come out this year. It's supposed to be the biggest patch since Doom Tower, which, again, it's like big content patch. So, okay, let's get back to what we were saying. Clan v clan. We're losing right now. One of the things that we're losing on is champion objectives. So we're gonna start there. We're gonna start with champion objectives. How do we get champion objectives? Well, we get champions, we level them up, we get new things to power them up, etc. Great. Okay, so what I want to do is I have budgeted. So the way I work this is that I kind of budgeted out. There are random good packs and stuff, but we usually do like there's a calculator on Hell Hades to figure out whether or not a pack is decent or not. This monthly pack I think is pretty good in general. I think I might have even gotten it last time, but it's a good clean amount, and this is what I set up for. So yeah, bigger than Doom Tower supposedly. So we're going to pick this up real quick. Hope this works. And should be good. Boom. All right, so let's go ahead and grab these shards. We've got, so here we go, guys. All right. So first of all, I want to point out, like, these shards have different rarities, right? This is going to be kind of like my mini master course as much as we can. I'm going to try to impart as much information as possible. But so these green mystery shards, you're going to get a ton of them. They turn into, every once in a while will turn into a rare champion. There are like 2 uncommon champions that are worth a damn. All of the rest of them are food. Food's important. You need to sacrifice champions to power up other champions. So that's what your commons and uncommons do, is that they become food for your other champions, your meaningful champions, to power them up. But you still can get rares, and rares, there are definitely rares that are super good, okay? Ancient shards can get rare, epics, and legendaries. So there's no commons or uncommons at all in ancient shards. And ancient shards and void shards, one of the things that people get confused about is they think, oh, blue is rare, purple is epic, void shards must be better than ancient shards. And that's not technically true, because if we look, ancient shards have 91.5% rare, 8% epic, and 0.5% legendary. I would like to remind you that Bayonex pulled his legendary on his 4th blue shard. We can all be mad at him. I promise you, it's okay. I've been continually doing that. It makes him laugh. At any rate, void shards have exactly the same percentage. So what's the difference? The difference is that guys who come out of the blue shards have a type. So it's either like green, red, and blue. And there's some patterns between it. I don't know them all yet, but it's like spirit, reflex, and strength, power. I don't remember exactly. But the point is that there is like this rock, paper, scissors, where red is strong against blue, blue is strong against green, green is strong against red. However, in the center is purple. Purple champions are good, are not extra strong, like, or extra weak against anybody except for themselves. So these guys are strong, remain consistent against all of the other champions. They also are generally a little bit stronger. Some of the better, like the best champions of a certain category are almost always purple champions. I'll put it that way. So purple champions purple stones don't have any difference in which scale of guys you're going to get. But they do, the void shards will always give a purple champion, where ancient shards will always give one of the other three. All right, don't hate the player, hate the game. Yeah, well, I don't hate either. Okay, so let's go. This is how we get good champions. And blue shards are pretty easy to get. Like you're not going to have them all the time, but you can get at least one or two a day if you try really hard. Most of the time, I don't know. That might be a little extreme. Especially as you get higher up, you can actually get them as drops. Void shards are much more rare, and of course, sacred shards. Sacred shards are only an epic or a legendary, and it has a 6% chance at a legendary. So now, it is true. I did pull a legendary. I finally pulled a legendary. Okay, it was but he is a decent legendary, but he's not like game changing. He's not like going to carry my team at all. He's a huge heavy damage dealer, but he's kind of a glass cannon. We'll check him out later. But I got him out of a blue shard, so I really am hoping for another legendary. So let's start with ancient shards, okay? All right. And I've got I'm going to get my hellhades.com raid tier list, which I'll link in the channel ahead of time. He doesn't even have lore. I hate you, Malak. All right. So I have my hellhades.com pulled up, so that way I can check my champions as soon as I get them, see if they're any good. Let's go. Hey! So Abyssal is actually a really decent champion. I haven't gotten to maximize him yet, and I don't know if I already have him on this account. I know I have him on my free-to-play account. He has a blocks buffs debuff that he can put on the enemy, which is really good for some of the bosses, and heals all allies, so he's a good healer. And he has an increased defense and an increased attack. That's right. He's one of the few champions, especially in the rare category, that comes with both increased defense and increased attack, which is pretty handy. Actually, before I open up too much, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're looking for in champions. Oh, shoot. First of all, there's this little red dot here. So when you level up enough, you'll get to the Guardian Ring, which is pretty cool. It's a way to level up your characters passively. So Frozen Banshee just got leveled up, so thank you for that. In fact, thinking about leveling up one of these guys. We'll come back to that. And then, of course, you do want to get your gem mine maximized, so that way you can get gems in the future. But I digress. So each of these bosses are like a different challenge, right? They're like puzzles. And so certain things, certain powers are required to, not required, but are useful in combating those challenges. So a good example is Fire Knight, okay? Fire Knight, he has this, first of all, he has a big hit that destroys your max HP. That's fine. It's just his normal hit. He has a hit that also does decrease speed. That's fine, whatever. This is the big one. So he has this shield, right? And that shield takes a certain amount of hits. If the shield is still up, he's immune from debuffs and other stuff like that. You have to break it with enough hits in order to weaken him, and then you can do hits on him and do status effects on him. And then every turn, he puts the shield back up and heals himself some. So what you need to do is, like in this case, one of my strategies is that these characters, Armiger and Prosecutor here, are and Deacon Armstrong, all of these guys do turn reduction. So it reduces the enemy's turn meter and boosts my turn meter. So that way I'm taking more turns. This is important because then my multi-hitters, which would be the Genzen, who can hit 3 times, or well, his 1 is a 3 time, which means he does it more often. Like your 1 is like your normal attack, right? Of course, Kale, the MVP, has this 4-time hit on his 3, and yeah, and Prosecutor has a 2-hit and a 3-hit. So I don't, it might be a little bit hard for me to get those the shield down, but the thing is that once I do, these 2 guys reduce his shield, his turn speed by so much, he basically doesn't get a turn again, right? Another way to deal with this is that if you break in, you can have a character like him that has the ability to do a heal reduction. So now at least he doesn't heal himself. So once I break through the shield, I can do more damage, right? So, multi-hitters, heal reduction, and debuff removal champions. These are the things I'm looking for. And you can go into your filter and you can look for certain things. So like if I'm looking for, if I want to be immune to debuffs, here's all my characters that make us immune to debuffs. Or if I want the good speed or the low level speed, high attack, reflect damage. I don't have any apparently. Whatever. So this allows you to look for different buffs and debuffs that your champion can do. Oh, I want all of the ones that can do heal reduction, right? So that's cool. And even other effects, like you can say, oh man, which one of mine does remove debuffs? Which ones of mine does revive, etc., etc. So now that we know kind of what we're looking for, and so you'll understand when I say that something is good for Spider or good for Fire Knight. That's what I mean, is that it'll have something about that character that makes them particularly handy at the various challenges that we have, right? So we have multiple hits for the Fire Knight. We've got burst damage for the Dragon. We've got AoE and control for the Spider. And we've got a little bit of AoE and healing and protection for Ice Golem. Petrify is really, really good. Petrifica. I need to get on her more. That's true. The problem is... I'm going to get down a rabbit hole. So, let's see. Why don't I have Petrifica? So... She just... I don't have a spot for her right now. Because it would I would have to take out Genzen, and then I'm swapping on a legendary for her. So I'm clinging on to hope on Genzen. I do use her in other places. I digress. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Swap out Kale? Really? Hexweaver. Hexweaver is pretty cool because she has a decreased accuracy debuff as an oh, it's a 1 enemy. So a boss or something that does status effects, like maybe Ice Golem does his freezes, fire the dragon with his breath. I think almost everything has some sort of effect that it would be nice for you to decrease their accuracy on. Plus a heal and a crit rate buff. This is one of the reasons why I really like her, because Armiger requires extremely high crit to be effective, and otherwise he's a squishy little mess because he's uncommon otherwise. So her crit rate buff and speed buff I've used in the past. She basically, Hexweaver's designed to sit next to Armiger and make him cool. She's not cool. She's campaign farmable. He's also campaign farmable. I think he's a little bit cool. Can attack twice, increase speed, counterattack. So it could be good at Fire Knight. Oh, if you give him crit chance, it'll fill his turn meter up every time he crits. And by 50% when a champion kills an enemy. So it could be good at Ice Giant or actually Spider. He could be a good Spider tank because he comes with this counterattack. And he counterattacks with 2 hits with a 20% chance of an extra hit. If you get good crit, then it could crit, and if it kills it, his turn meter is up by 50%. I could see where this dude has a lot of potential, actually. Oh, he becomes insane with the legendary guy. Okay. Oh! Who's this? Cormac. Wait, hold on. Did Ty just get really mad at me? I can't remember. Generally decent champion. Okay, hold on. Good at Dragon, Clan Boss, Iron Twins. Okay, we've got... What do we got? We got an attack of 1 enemy, decrease speed on a 30%. No, 40% chance of doing the big decrease speed debuff for 2 turns. Attacks 1 enemy. Before attacking, has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased debuff on the target for 2 turns. That's pretty cool. I like it when he does the decreased debuff right before he hits real hard. No. Oh, no. Yeah. It's not it's a team building game. Cormac is not great. Well, okay. I'm going to cling on to hope. Increased accuracy, increased crit rate on this champion for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn. So he gives himself increased accuracy and increased crit rate. And then he attacks. But his attack isn't that great. Well, I mean, he's got the decreased defense. So he'll hit like really hard. He'll give himself increased accuracy, increased crit rate, and then give them a decreased defense and then hit them. And that's cool. Let's move on. Oh! Annex? Annex. Okay. 3.5 average. We're getting better. Ooh. Good on Clan Boss, Dragon. And really solid across the board, it looks like. So let's look at his abilities. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. I can already see why this guy is rated so highly. So he hits twice. Each of those hits has a 30% chance of placing the big decreased debuff on his stuff. That's a great way to be able to do extra damage. He's useful in almost any of the fights as a support in that case. Well, I mean, he's an attack, but to support everybody. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times. So he also has 2 hit, 2 hit. Each hit has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff and 5% poison debuff for 3 turns. Already looking like this dude's going to sit around with Kale and do good stuff, man. I can see why this guy's good at Clan Boss. And then attacks 1 enemy has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff for 2 turns. Heals this champion by 50% of the damage inflicted. So he's got like a built-in lifesteal, which is really, oh my god. And his passive effect is places a 60% increased defense buff on this champion when their HP drops below 75%, but this only triggers every 5 turns. Places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns when their hit points drops below 50%, which remember, he then turns around and can do this attack and hit really hard and heal himself afterwards, which is okay. That seems pretty good. He's all right, I think. Hit, decreased defense. He's got a counterattack. He's got increased attack. He's got a decreased defense. So he's a lot like that other lizard dude. Laurel Brute Bane. He has a 2 attack, 30% chance of 30% decreased debuff or defense. So small defense. 1 attack. Damage increases 5% for each debuff on the target. Okay, great. So I have a build team that does a lot of poison. Unfortunately, it's on my other account, but it looks like this account might be getting some of it. So I can get 10 debuffs on a target pretty easily, and then this guy is going to hit like a truck. Yeah. Well, it also, like, it's a mobile game, and I don't mean that in a way that's like, I don't mean that to say it's low quality. What I mean by that is that the designers have it to expect it to also be being played on a phone, which means a whole lot of detail is lost, and you need big, recognizable, strong profiles. Oh, Coffin Smasher! He's really good. I think I already have him, which is that's good for me. He does 3 hit with decreased attack. And his hits are based on HP. So he gets buffed up. You can make him super survivable and still hit like a truck. And then he attacks one enemy, he does an HP burn. And HP burn is really, really strong. Basically, whenever an enemy takes a turn, it hits everybody, and HP burn can be activated. I don't actually have any like activation stuff, but yeah. I hate this dude so much. I think that's like the 4th time I've gotten him. Hey, another Hexweaver. Yeah, HP burn is insanely OP on Spider. Okay. Arndulf. Another 3-star average. Let's see. We've got attacks one enemy, puts a 20% chance of a provoke, which means that they have to attack him. Attacks, this, by the way, we can see that we level it up and it becomes a 30% chance. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff, so big weaken, I think, for 2 turns. Also a 25% chance of fear. Fear makes it so that the enemy has like a 50-50 chance of just not taking a turn. Yeah. 50-50 chance of just losing your turn. So yeah, pretty tanky. Pretty good at control. Oh, and an aura. Place a 30% reflect damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. Oh no, this is just a 3. Also places counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. So definitely good if you can add that with the provoke. And oh wait, I just realized he'll have counterattack, and then he'll hit him with the 1, which has a 20% chance of provoking. Interesting. I could see where this could go somewhere, but I'm not smart enough to know how. So there is one of the doggos that are really, really good, and I'm waiting for and trying to get. This is not the one. It's turn-based, but you also use auto, you can AI control the battles, which I normally do. Twin Claw Disciple. Oh, cool. 35% chance of placing a heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. So that could be pretty good. Weaken, also good. Block active skills debuff. And it increases to 100% if they're under the heal reduction debuff. So if you can get this hit and get this to land for 2 turns, then your next turn you do this, and it gives them a block active skills debuff, which that combination seems like a really good way to keep something locked down for a while. Seems good for like the arena, which is, PvP. Bloodbraid is like War Maiden, but bad. I mean, not great. By the way, in our Discord, we have a Raid Shadow Legends channel, and Ty has gone through the effort, bless his heart, of going through and marking every single blue champion that probably is not worth leveling, and you should just feel free to feed. It's very handy. It's in the pinned comments. Stout Axeman. He hits something. Reflect damage on himself and a random ally. And a provoke on enemies. That's cool. And he heals by 50% of the damage taken while under reflect damage. Also has a 25% chance of increasing the duration of attacker's debuff by 1 turn when hit under the reflect damage buff. Okay, I kind of like this dude. Okay, so this guy hardens up, provokes the enemies, and then when they hit him, he heals half the damage that they hit him, and then hits them back with that damage. No, sorry, he hits them back with half the damage, and then heals. No, yeah, he heals for half the damage, and he reflects back 15% of the damage. Wait, no. How much does he reflect back? Oh, yeah, it's 15%. Wait, is that the big one or the small one? Hold on. I think it's the small one. Yeah, it's the small one. That's kind of fun. Okay, I could have fun with that. Never seen this dude before. He's got a provoke. He's got a heal. He wants lots of hit points. Then he gets an extra turn. And he reduced. Oh my god. So this guy and the other guy, I could just make a provoke team because he reduces the damage of all enemies under provoke by 15%. That doesn't even matter if that, like, whose provoke it is. That's true. Also, a lot of these champions are used for fusions to make better champions too. Arcanist? I feel like I've seen her before. Yeah, she's iffy. She does have a sleep, which is fairly nice. Although I personally feel that sleep is one of the worst debuffs without outside of I think what is it, Sand Devil? 15% continuous heal. I am honestly not a big believer in continuous heal as your primary heal. Increase attack and increase crit rate. Yeah, I could definitely see why I fed her earlier. Equalizes is horrible. What do you mean by... I don't know which one was equalize. Gnarlhorn. Attacks one enemy. Damage increases according to how much HP this champion has lost. Provoke. And an increased defense. And he gets an unkillable. Okay, so he gets unkillable and wants to take a ton of damage and then hit him back with all of the strength that he built up from all of that damage that he just took. It could work. It could work. Oh, Castigator? My first hour is just going to be shard opening. Where is he? Oh, he's at blue, right? So many new people. There he is. Oh, I see. Equalizes. You don't like the equalizes because it weakens your tank. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Ooh, there's market. Always check out the market. There can be blue shards for 200,000. Those are good. You want those. I need silver. Let's go fight. I need to make some silver. So let's check out some of these fights. Let's start with Spider. Today is a... By the way, you also want to keep track of these tournaments and these events, right? So right now, there is a champion training event. So as I level up these champions, I'm going to get a ton of points, which I have a lot of now nicer champions that need a lot of levels. So we're going to get a lot of good points out of that. And there's a tournament going on for Spider. So basically, the better I do Spider, the more points I get. I'm not doing great. It'll take a lot of work. This is one of the... when it comes to these tournaments, you're definitely going to want to like keep track of how much points you're getting per run versus how much points it's going to take to get any progress before you mentally prepare yourself for whether or not you want to like compete in the tournament or not. But either way, the Spider is also getting a triple chance of getting Bannerlord accessories. So here we go. Once again, so this is my strategy for this fight. He makes everybody faster. The dwarf increases defenses and blocks debuffs, which is supposed to help keep the poison off at bay. The heal reduction really doesn't do anything in this case, but the decrease attack on his attack all enemies can also help with the spiders. So these help keep the spiders at less effective, which brings up this girl, who is one of my two uncommons that I use a lot. So the reason why she's good, I have her in lifesteal and counterattack. Now counterattack has only a 15% chance to counterattack, so it's not that great. But with all the spiders attacking her, she has a good chance of getting it every once in a while. And every time she does her one, which hits everybody. And when it hits everybody, that lifesteal makes it so that she heals up too. She usually dies at some point in there, but yeah. And then I have Petrifica, because she does a decreased defense, poison sensitivity, decreased attack on an AoE, and yeah, there's the poison sensitivity, poisons, etc. So good stuff. So let's watch it play out. Okay, so this guy in the middle here that you're seeing, this is Deacon something or other. Deacon is also another good one. You can only enter one code per day, but make sure within the first, I think 48 hours, you'll want to use the code. Well, so there's Monkey King, which is Sun Wukong, who's a legendary, very good. There is It's Alive, which is Miscreated Monster, which is also extremely good. And then there's Superpowers, which is Deacon Armstrong, which is, I think, probably the most generally useful of the three, to be honest. Although the Monkey King one is probably actually is more critical where Sun Wukong is good. But yeah, make sure to get those codes and keep an eye out for other ones, because that's how you get a lot of these really good champions. So you can see my plan is not really working out that well. I mean, she did just counterattack and help save him, but I'm worried that she might just die now. But it's okay. She's kind of done her part. The spider also has the every other time he goes, he heals himself by killing all the spiders. So the problem with that is that there's two spiders that come down every single time somebody takes a turn. So he just did it right there, right? Even if I kill all the spiders all the time, if my timing isn't perfect, he can just heal himself up quite a bit. So that's unfortunate. And now I'm not going to have my Zephyr Sniper, but I think I still win this fight. So you can see that they move on to the next guy. And there are ways of kind of controlling who's going to become attacked based on health and defense and all that sort of stuff. So with the spider, you want to have a good amount of AoE or multi-character hits and stuff. Because as you can see, no one of them, especially as you get later on, will kill all the spiders. And if they can stack that poison up, it gets really silly really fast. So you can either have your tank be extremely resistant, like buff up their resistance super, super high to make sure you basically never get poisoned, or have some other trick like that. I should probably be doing that more with her. It'd be nice for me to find a set of lifesteal gear or whatever with bigger resistances on it, so that way I could put that on her, so that way she never gets poisoned. I think that would go a long ways to keeping her alive. But I think we're getting close. We're getting close. He might heal one more time, but it depends. If Kale... Oh, no. He's done. I think he's done. He might be done. He's probably done. She? I guess... I think Spider's a female. I don't want to assume gender, I guess. We live in complicated times. Alright, so... Yeah, Spider's going down. So Spider's really cool because Spider is where you get accessories, like rings, necklaces, banners. It's the only place to get those. All the other guys give like some sort of gear or whatever. Oh, he did heal one more time. You weren't supposed to do that. There we go. Now we got him. All right. So it is a bit frustrating at the fact that like there's 3 different types of items and there's, you know, all the different types of guys. So like if you're trying to get a specific one, like I need to get a Night Elf banner. And something tells me I'm going to be needing to get a Night Elf banner for a while. But now let's go ahead and see about... Oh, do I have any clan coins? I think I might have clan coins. Yes, I do. So I can get... Whoa, that's a lot of clan coins. Either way, I'm going to grab some silver. Now I've got more silver to open up shards. Let's go. Alrighty, Maiden. I can't remember if she's good, but I'm pretty sure I fed her. We've already talked about the fact that you're the wrong dog. You're still the wrong dog. Myrmidon. Nope. Food. So Diabolist is campaign farmable, but she's actually apparently very, very good. I haven't played that much into it. She does have she has a sleep on her 1. And an increased speed buff on all allies, and turn meter fill of all allies. Okay, I could definitely see she could be very good. She could be very good if fit up correctly. I see the potential. Hey, I have another one of her too. I don't remember exactly. She's decent enough for me to have kept. She attacks 2 times, decrease speed, attacks AoE, and fills the champion turn meter by 5% for each living enemy. So she's like the opposite of Kale. She can do the AoE hit against all the spiders, and if they live, she just basically gets to go again. Banshee. Decreased defense. AoE. Removes random buffs from each target in the AoE. That could be really good. Attacks 2 times at random. Block active skills. Man, she shuts people down. I did Eve content yesterday, and I'll be doing more tomorrow. The thing is that Eve content starts on the 14th. Let's just put it that way. That's why I'm doing this today, so that way I can have plenty of time to focus on Havoc when it's time. All right. You know, we had some pretty decent results from this. 20%, so decrease attack, continuous heal, and a veil with an increase, and a shield. So she's actually probably pretty decent at keeping people protected. I'll have to look more into it. Punch, I'm going to ignore you said that. Gator. I think I already have him too. Maybe? Yeah. So now I've got 2 Gators. So if he's good, I've got 2 of them. I'm gonna have so many faction guardians. Like if you get duplicate champions, you can put them in here. And like, so now all of my rare Bannerlord characters, all of them, will get plus 10 hit points and plus 10 attack. So that's pretty cool. But they have to be the same rarity and the same faction, right? So, did I get any orcs? Oh. Hey! Man, Night Elves are starting to get decked out. Alright. I'm going to need to buy more silver. And shop. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Well, that should do for now. Alright. 4 Void Shards. Now, before we begin, those of you who at home who are religious or you know, prayer, rituals, whatever, the name that we're looking for is Cold Heart. All right? Everybody think Cold Heart. Ready? And go. Hey, thanks, Virod. Vrod, I remember now. I love her to death. I don't know if she's good, but I like her. Hold on. See, it's funny because you know, people talk about cat girls. This is like more closer to what I like when it comes to that kind of, like, when I'm talking about. I love, like, I used to love Battle Beasts when I was a kid. Good at Fire Knight. Part of a fusion, maybe? Oh, requires a lot of books. Oh, well, it says she's overshadowed. I love her to death, and I'm going to use her. I'll figure out a way. All right. No, you're not Cold Heart. You're Centurion. Why do I always get Centurion? Why do I always get Centurion? Got him like 4 times. There's not that many crystals. Oh my god! No! I mean, I like her. I like her to death. But now there's 2 of them. You're not Cold Heart. What are you? Amaranthine skeleton? Not great. Okay, great. Attacks one enemy, has a blocks buff. Okay, okay. Yeah, I could see some usefulness. Block active skills, heal reduction. He could be good for actually. I mean, this says that he's not good, but like if you need one of these clutch abilities, like he brings them, man. I don't know, man. I don't believe in his rating on that one. Twinsies. All right, guys. Time for my luck to turn around. So, remember, I've got two 6% chances. Bayonet's got one with a 0.5% chance. Let's get ready. I at least get an epic. So, 3, 2, 1. I've seen her a lot. I've seen her quite a bit. 3.5. Her one does a hit, 2 hits, and ignores shield buffs. That seems good. Attacks all enemies, a strengthened buff on all allies for 1 turn, or for 2 turns. And teams up with 2 random allies to attack a single enemy. Oh, Fire Knight's going down! Oh, yeah. All right. I need one that's better than her, though. We got a 3.5 champion. Let's see if we can get better. That's not the same guy. He's not better. All right, he's good at oh my god. Oh shoot. I just realized something. Oh man, attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 15% continuous heal. Attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of doing a provoke. And whenever he is attacked, heals all allies except for this champion by 20% of the damage received. So, and he goes with hit points. Man, you know who this guy's gonna go with? You know, I've already used my keys for the day for the faction wars. Where is it? But he's just gonna slot in right there, and he's gonna destroy because he's got 2 Rector Dress backing him up. So in a couple weeks, I'm gonna absolutely devastate the faction crypt for that. Whew. All right, so let's look at some other things that we can do now, right? What do? We just got a bunch of clan points for there. Still not caught up with them because they probably got legendaries and I don't. Turn off super raid. Okay. Well, I need to level her up first. Level him up first. Let's level him up first. So I'm going to grab him. And we're going to throw some experience at him. Get him up to level 19. At least. We need some gear for him. What does he need? He needs... First of all... So he's going to need crit. And he's going to need... I'm thinking about Relentless. He also needs to be Ascended. Shoot, I need white potions. Okay, so we also need white potions. Let's see. I think a good option will be, I have a bunch of this Defiant. No, not Defiant. It's not Reflex. Relentless. Maybe a lot is a stretch. All right, tell you what, we're going to go to the Forge, and I can make Resilience, but down here I can make, no, I only can make Defiant. How'd I get Relentless then? I don't even remember anymore. Oh, did get that for leveling up the champion a little bit. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna just make some experience and do some farming. Okay. So I'm gonna pick a level that I think Kale should be able to beat just fine. And I'm gonna put a few of these champions in here. Start. It does look like Coffin Smasher with extra little doodads, if even extra. I just recently 5-starred Siegebreaker, that dude with the giant bliss on his back. So I'm trying to level him up to get his maximum potential. This is actually, right here, what you're witnessing right now is why you want to get Kale to 60 as soon as possible. Get him to 6 stars. It's very, very painful to get those first 5 level, 5-star champions along with Kale, to sacrifice them to get him to 6-star. But he can run this site or this encounter basically by himself if he needed to, and so very good at carrying other people and getting them leveled up. And it doesn't matter that he dies, he still gets experience. Once again, a reminder, if you should download the client with the link, so that way you can get the Rector Drath at level 12. Also like the stream and all that stuff. In the comments below, put down who is your favorite champion in Raid. Mine is probably Cleoptrix. She's the one I want the most. Purely aesthetically. I don't even know what she does, like, mechanically. So this is actually doing a few things for me. One, it's leveling up my dudes a lot, comparatively. It's a lot of experience compared to, like, dungeons. So, those leveling up is getting me points in the Clan v Clan. And, yes, Timid is good. But also it's getting me silver and those shields. So this is why you want to do level 3 of these areas, because that the third challenge within each of the campaigns is the one that gives the shield. And that is the best energy for value proposition within the stages, right? If you go for the boots, then you have maximized the amount of experience you get per level, per run, but shields will maximize how much silver you get per run. No problem, Lazy One. You can still use the link below and get started. I just said something that reminded me of something. Now I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, shields, selling, money, I don't know, whatever. So now I can come here. Derp. I can... What? For some reason, I always have difficulty finding curing. And I can sell these for money. All right. Now then. You know what I can do? You know what I can do? You know what I can do? So, you accumulate gems throughout the game, right? You can get them from the gem mine. You do them for tasks. Oh, I need to upgrade an artifact to 16. Okay. So, I have gems. And there's this special in the shop. There's a gem shop where you can get a bunch of stuff for gems, right? So here I could pick up, like I could solve my potion problem, but honestly, I mean, like you might as well do the runs for the potions because then you get money and other stuff too. The XP boost might be good, but like I find it, as long as you're really active, I haven't had that too big of a problem keeping that up. But these, the energy and these shards, I think are probably the best option, right? So let's see, 270, so that's what, 90, not, hold on. I know how to math, maybe. It's, yeah, 90, right? I'm dumb. Yes, it's 90. My brain just rebooted. So this is 11 shards for 900, so it's clearly better. Potion keeps R times 2 points in Clan v Clan. However, I think that's only up to a certain point. And I think we might be past that threshold. But yes, they're still really good. All right, big shard pack. All right, guys. You know, at some point, maybe my pity timer will kick in. You know, the mercy system after 200 summons without a legendary. My thing increases by 0.5% or by 5%, but that's on the 0.5%. So it's not more psychological than anything. All right. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Flame. Ah. I was wondering if that was going to happen. Actually, you know what? Now's a good time to do this too. I can expand my collection and then I can permanently have 10 more champions. That's neat. I just got a better ally attack though, right? Ooh, I like Prosecutor a lot. She's become really one of my favorites for Fire Knight because of her 2-hit here and her 3-hit here with a healing reduction. So with that 3-hit, there's a good chance that she'll break through the shield, and when she does, she can put a heal reduction on him, and that messes him up. I do wish that this chance was more often, so I probably will want to book her up, which is one of the reasons why it's probably good for her to... Actually, hold on. Nope, I don't have any extra books right now. Let's go. I've had several of her. I don't know what else to say. Hey, we got another one of him. I think he's the one that's like good, right? Wait, no, I just, yeah. He's listed as 4 in Spider, Fire Knight, Dragon, and Ice Golem. Wow, let's see why. Oh, this is the guy who does the unkillable and then does the hit back. That, man, okay. I can see how that could be good. Especially since he can do this and then get resurrected by Rector Drath or whatever afterwards. Okay. I see it. I do love me some Eris. She's so good. She's one of my favorites. She's become one of my favorites. Her one It gives her an extra attack if she's killed. So like if we're farming with her, she just clicks her way through all the dudes if she can. She does a random debuff from all allies, removes it, gives them an increased speed, and every time any of her allies are attacked, she will counterattack them. So really good. Also adds for days. Good outfit. Who are you? Crypt Witch. Speaking of good-looking outfits, no. Hold on, Crypt. She's good at clan boss. What does she do? She's got a shield. She's got block. Oh no. She hits through shield and block damage. She does 30% more damage if the target has any buffs. She does a decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. She does 3 times at random. She could be pretty good at Fire Knight. I don't know why. Attacks one enemy. Will ignore 50% of the target's defense if this champion has higher speed than the target. I feel like that she should be good at Fire Knight. I don't know what's good at Ice Golem. Meet Carver. He's pretty good. He attacks for 2 times and heals with it. He does a increased defense and a continuous heal, and he does he revives people. He's another resurrector, but he only goes at 30%, and puts a continuous heal on him for 1 turn. So that's 1 extra heal. And whenever a continuous heal buff is placed by an ally from, so whenever his continuous healing expires, is removed or stolen, place another continuous heal on that ally for 1 turn. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. So this seems to suggest that he's just going to like roll continuous heals on everyone. That seems good. The Octopus Knight. Pretty sure I don't care about him. He's 2 Kaldari. I need 4 of them? Renouncer. Attacks an enemy 2 times. Removes a random debuff from the champion and then attacks an enemy. Heals the champion. Attacks one enemy. 15 speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. If it kills an enemy. This guy better hit like a truck. Dookie? Yeah, okay. That's more like it. I was thinking Frost Knight, maybe. Hey! Aethel! One of the main champions. She's a good one to end up with. We'll see if we want to do more shards later. In the meantime, let's go ahead and build some perception gear for some of my new champions. I have a couple of extra charms. These item charms don't do anything, but I'm still going to try it. Let's throw a chest piece. All right, and go. Accuracy chest piece. So if I really need to hit something, but that's probably just going to get sold. Defense percentage accuracy chest piece with crit rate and HP plus percentage. This has potential. Not a speed boots that do not have speed as a primary stat. Fine. And let's pick up 10 resilience. Let's see. HP. That could be okay. Oh, this looks good. Attack percent, defense percent, and some defense. Yeah, I think this could be really good. Yeah, I agree. Oh, four-star speed boosts with HP and defense. In a world in which this is already plus to defense, I feel like there's at least a couple of winners in this set. And let's do our Defiant. I've got enough to do one of the higher level Defiants. Do I still have a charm? I don't. We're still doing it. I mean, we made a mistake, but we did it. All right. Next, let's check out the next dungeon. The next dungeon is going to be Minotaur. Minotaur is where you get scrolls. This allows you to get like special abilities for your champions above and beyond, called masteries. You can do different levels. I'm actually going to do an easier one right now. The reason why you want to do them is because you may not necessarily always, like, the person that needs the scroll has to be in the group. So I'm actually going to switch out her in because I want her to get some stuff. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, those are really good resilience boosts. I agree. Yes. However, Rector Dreth is hilarious with curing gear on. So you only get, I think I have curing and immortal on her. I'll have to check. My main dude is just really, really fast and hits hard and goes extra turns if he kills things and boosts his speed in all different ways and stuff. What does Hex do? What does Hex do? I never know. Take damage whenever their allies do. Oh. That's gross. Immortal not worth IMO. Yeah, I'll have to check. I'll have to check what it is her gear. Easy peasy. Yeah, actually I do. Yeah. Do I have gauntlets to match? Oh. Yes, I do. All right, let's do this. And of course, whenever I get a new... Oh, man, I need more silver, but... How do you choose what gear to sell? Frantically. I usually go for lower stars and grays, but what I do is I look for things with like the special effects. So the top row, weapons, helm, and shields always give the same stat, right? Weapons are attack, helm is hit points, shield is defense. But the lower three have different things. And so the ones that are kind of special and synergistic are the ones I look for. So like this glove is HP, so I don't give a crap. That's a flat thing. You're boring. You're boring. This is attack plus or attack percentage. That's good. See, if I have an attack character, then that I want to keep alive, then this set would look good for that. So once again, defense. If I'm wanting to double down on defense, it still comes with some attack, and so this is a good one. I don't want that one. I don't want to sell it. Crit damage. I don't like crit damage as a stat. I may change my mind about it someday, but, you know, crit damage don't make no abilities work, you know? Crit damage feels like an excess. It's the kind of, it's a luxury, right? So, I don't care about those gloves. Likewise, like, the 3-star helm, I can usually, like, you can check the substats, but basically I just kind of take out the lower level stuff. You don't like crit, like I said, crit damage doesn't make anything happen, right? I have champs that need to crit. I have, well, yeah, I mean, no, I'm telling you, like, okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to prioritize crit damage. Crit damage is the thing that you stack when you already have all of your needed things set up and, you know, whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or you're already going to have a huge crit and you can buff up that huge crit, right? There's no like, I need this champion to have huge crit chance so that, or crit rate, or crit amount rather, in order to be able to pass this level or whatever. Yet, again, when I get gear to the point where I have more people with higher crit rate, then maybe I'll change my mind. HP percent, even though it's a, yeah, I don't want to mess with those. Crit damage is why Rhonda is so wild. Okay, fair enough. Yes, I don't have any heroes that I know of. Maybe that, like, if a hero has that plus to crit ability, I would stack it on him, right? Accuracy chest is really, really important. But this set already gives accuracy, so I don't necessarily want to stack too many of those. But it looks like it's the only one I have left. So accuracy is so crit rate, crit damage, defense percent, and probably a few others can go on gloves and I think boots. The chest is, I believe, the only thing that can have accuracy. But it can also have attack percentage and a couple other things. So, you know, things that just give normal amounts of hit points, they're boring. And if it is an, I've become more aggressive about selling things that are part of the places that you farm. The biggest one is curing, which you can see basically they're all sold already. Wukong is insanely good with crit damage. Okay, fine. I'll look into it. All right, where were we? We were putting I didn't just sell the wrong boots, did I? Did I? That can't be possible. Is it this set? No. It was Defiance. Right? Oh, that's Resilience. No, that's Defiant. It was Resilient. Did I just sell the wrong boots? I hope I didn't. Oh, no. I already have them equipped. Okay. Wow, I gave myself a heart attack. All right. There we go. Whew. Don't mind me. Just freaking myself out. Okay, let's see. What else can we do? We've done some campaign stuff. We've done Minotaur. Oh, next is Ice Golem. Ice Golem has these 2 ads that come with him, and when he drops at 80, 60, 45, 30, and 15, he hits everybody and resurrects the dudes that if they're dead, and then has also a chance to freeze everybody. Okay, so what this means is that if you go and wipe out, well, we already did Spider. If you just like hit him really, really hard, he'll do these back to back to back. He'll do them out of turn. So you can actually get yourself pretty well injured that way. But at the same time, one of the good ideas that I'm apparently not going to go for is Armiger, who has this laid to rest. Although if you're going to use this, I strongly recommend doing it manually because he never uses it at the right time. But if he uses it to kill one of the 2 assistants, then it doesn't get resurrected anymore, and that helps a lot. I am super excited for Vanguard. Why are you injured? Did he injure himself? Or did the enemy injure him when he attacked him? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe there was some reflect damage or something. Yeah, oh no, I barely ever manual. Because, so, it's weird. I like thinking them as, like, separate people. I'm not, like, I like to say it's a team management game, right? Like, I can micromanage them, but these are, like, these are my team, and I gotta trust them. Oh, and as my comments just reminded me, if you're a newer player, make sure to use the raid yard to get, like, cool prizes. Well, that was just in time. Oh, right, I was trying out this guy. Odachi. Okay, so now they can't be frozen, but does that matter? Well, apparently he can be frozen. Oh, shoot. Oh, no! No! Well, that went downhill fast. Alright, well, I don't like this guy. Do I have another green dude to put in there instead? I get Armiger? I guess it's just Armiger. I think it's Armiger. Let's try it. Yeah. Full manual does allow for cool strats. Sun Wukong could be a good option, but I want... Oh, please. Yes! He did it! So Sun Wukong prevents him from taking... sorry, not Sun Wukong. Armiger prevents him from taking full turns as easily. Until he does it to the assistant, whatever. This is going way better. See, that was a wasted lay to rest. I do, well, yeah, I use auto-targeting to specify who to attack. Yeah, I do that a lot. That's the last smash. That's it. So that's Ice Giant. And that's pretty good. I mean, they're not, so here's the thing about this. It's not a speeds item, but like retaliation is going to get hit a lot. So that high percentage defense, like if you're going to be focused on retaliation, you probably don't care about going like all the time, maybe, because they're going to be triggering it. Rector Dreth? No. I was thinking. Is it good for Adachi? No. I'll have to look into it. Go second team. I have seen those. Anywho. Next. We will go to Dragon. Dragon is very straightforward. You need to punch it really hard when he does his deep breath and or survive the blast and poisons. Retaliation, Reflex, and Guardian stalwart sets. Ah, yeah, see? That's the thing about the arena. And we'll look at the arena. Actually, we should look at the arena after this. Because, like, the way it works is that, like, everybody's got their little trap, their trick that they put in there on their defense team. Except for me, I don't have any tricks. Now, Armiger may be considered not absolutely great in this fight because of the fact that he can't reduce the turn meter. But what he can do is that lay to rest ability. And that lay to rest ability hits based on the maximum hit points of the target. So against the target with a giant amount of hit points like this, he hits like a truck. This is also one of those bosses that you could see, like, I could easily get my debuff stacked on him, and then that character that can hit and do damage based on debuffs could be really good here. Now, I did get hit by the breath, which means everybody gets stunned, and that's bad, but I think it's going to be too little too late for him. There's that laid to rest. Big hit. So one of the things I really want to do with my Raid Shadow Legends streams is to help, like, do some training and stuff for people, help people learn how to do the game. I do like teaching people stuff, so we'll be doing this more, hopefully. All right. So I got Dragon done. Let's go check out Arena. You want to check out Arena frequently because basically the way it works is that in any given pull, you might only find 1 or 2 or 3 dudes, like fights that you're willing to take, and it refreshes every 15 minutes. So you just kind of want to come through here and check on it to see if you can get anything. This team None of them look like they're over 50. I've got a 60. I've got 2 legendaries. He doesn't have any. And also these heroes are all kind of standard issue affair. So I'm going to assume that I can beat him. He also doesn't even have 3 stars on his Jizzo. Psh. One of the things that really frustrates me is that the AI likes to go, like even my AI likes to go after Sun Wukong. So I often have to tell people to go after someone else besides Sun Wukong. Because then they'll just be dealing with Sun Wukong over and over again. Okay. And for this battle stuff, it's really good for points. And honestly, the thing is about the arena is it's hard, it's annoying sometimes. You got to check it a lot in order to find good fights. But the prizes for it are really, really good. What you get out of it is worth it. Although I don't see any good fights here. So let's go over to the tag team arena and see if we can get anything. Tag team arena is likewise also kind of crazy with people got different tricks and stuff. Like this one here, only 3 champions, but these 3 champions can probably kill most groups. So they want people to run into them. But this group just looks like they're trying to lose to lower their rating, and I am more than happy to help them. There you go, 180 points. That's a lot of points. Plus, I get more of these tokens that can get all kinds of different stuff, including blue shards. So those are good. You want to do arena. Here's another good one. Look at this. This guy, I'm going to pick this dude up. Hold on. Uh-oh. I ran out of arena, multi arenas. Now I'm sad. All right, that's fine. Do I have a clan boss I can do? Okay, and then there's also clan boss. Now this is how your clan kind of gets together and works on something. So, you know, we've already killed Easy. And you can see I did 2.7 million in 1 key. Normal just got defeated. But I haven't done normal yet today with this account. So I'm still going to take a swing at him just so I can get a prize for being part of the killing. Do daily oh, advanced dailies. Wait. You're right. Nope. Well, I can get 50 silver. So let's do clan boss. Normal clan boss. Now, I have a pretty good team, I think. I'm in the process of building up one of my favorite healer defenders in here. But she's apparently missing. Ah, there she is. She's in training right now. That's why. So, but she's still too low of a level to do that. So I'm going to bring in Taragi the Frog for his defensiveness. Rector Dreth for her reses and heals. Him for speed, poison, and of course my legendary to be the legendary. I probably could start building a better poisoner team for this, but for now we're just going to check it out. So he's on blue affinity today, which means he's going to hit my 2 dudes a little bit harder, but hit Rector less, which is kind of nice. gonna move this down here so that way because you don't need to see that I have it on auto, but seeing the buffs is kind of useful. So every time the boss gets a turn, he kind of escalates, right? And at certain stages, he escalates even further. And because he's below half health, when the demon gets to half health, he gains the 2 extra arms and the extra attack, and just becomes a little bit harder. Doing pretty good. Let's see. He attacks and does one enemy and does a stun based on enemy max HP. Oh, that's interesting. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Places a decrease accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Attacks all enemies 4 times. Places an increase attack buff on the demon for 2 turns. That's the nasty one. Decrease damage from poisons. Although, I mean, that's true, but it's still one of the best ways to damage him. He's immune to stun, freeze, sleep, etc. Turn meter reduction, all that stuff. Starting from the 10th turn, the damage inflicted by all skills increases each turn. Damage increases by the same percentage each turn and accumulates over multiple turns. Starting from the 20th turn, damage is increased by a greater amount. Starting from the 50th turn, all attacks will ignore any block damage and unkillable buffs. So yeah, that's why like even unkillable teams die at turn 50. Ooh. God, I love shields. It seems like shields can really keep people alive, even with a sliver. Whoops. Oh, I'm muted. Haha. It's all right. We're getting towards the end. No, this is like the reward for PvP, right? The arenas gives you the tokens to be able to unlock these, which give you permanent upgrades to all of your dudes of that type. I'm trying to make sure that there's anything else going on. Altar of Souls. I don't really have any way of dealing with that right now, I said. There is the Spider Turn tournament, so I definitely want to work on that some more. And I've already done my clan quest for the week, so that's cool. That's how you get those coins to buy these things, which is pretty good. Oh, yeah, this is what I'll do. I'll buy I'll buy a Booker 5. So I'm going to come down here and find one of my rare champions that I like. She's already booked up. Let's see. Prosecutor seems like she could be good for this. Coffin Smasher, I think I've already started on him. Yes, I have. In fact, he's done. He's done. Wow, okay. Fair enough. Odachi? Haven't done him at all. Uh-oh, now I'm nervous. Let me see real quick. I like to refer to the Hell Hades stuff. He's usually pretty good. I mean, like, obviously use your brain, but, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with my life decisions. I'm going to give her a couple of books. So that levels up her powers. My goal here is to get this leveled up. Because if I can increase its debuff chance, that'd be handy. So let's see. Hey! That's exactly what I needed! Yes! Alright. Now can I also get the -1 cooldown? No, not yet. We'll try one more. No. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. I'm happy with this. Yeah. She's going to be one of my next people to really work on, I think. I also don't think that she needs this retaliation gear. Why do I have her in retaliation gear? Speed, Perception, Defiant, Stalwart, Lifesteal. So I'm going to filter for speed boots and stalwart. I mean, that doesn't feel bad. Does it have any accuracy? Does have some extra speed. I guess I get the accuracy from this perception. Yeah. And you can see now that like these boots will increase my speed by 1, but it'll only go up from there. But it does reduce my defense by 53, my crit rate by 4%, my accuracy by 40. But my accuracy is 155, so that's really high. So I could grab, but I also could grab another perception set helm. Let's just get this stuff equipped. If I can. Do I have money? I don't really have money for it. Now I do. There it is. Sorry, I'm giving my cat. Oh no, these are 2 sets of boots. I need 4 items, not 2 boots. Where did I get Stalwart? Oh, Dragon. So I'll run some Dragon more. Now these potions. Now this is the other thing. If you're a brand new character, make sure to get your potions knocked out, because once these things, you get 1 week of full access, and then afterwards it locks down. So each one is a different challenge. So we're looking at this one where she puts up a shield. So I need a way to be able to remove that shield. That's what Sun Wukong comes in for. I think that's good. Although, I am tempted to grab him instead of Kale, just because he's blue, but whatever. Like, Sun Wukong is technically weak against him, but Sun Wukong's there to steal the buff, not to be the highest damage dealer or anything. Have you used the try-on feature for gear? No! There's a try-on feature? Oh yeah, I have seen it. No, I have seen it. But I didn't remember it until just now. So that is one of the interactions that I don't like. When Sun Wukong and Rector Drath are together, Rector Drath can resurrect Sun Wukong before he can resurrect himself. And her resurrect is not as good as his resurrect. It's like, ah! And then somebody else that's important dies, and now her res is on cooldown. Yet another reason to play manually. Yeah. Auto battle issue. So that Reaper that you just saw, that is from those souls that I showed you, that we were talking. It's like, oh, this comes later. You can get random soul stones, and if you get the right one for the right person, then you can unlock one of their abilities. And so Sun Wukong, one of the abilities that you can get is that when he almost kills somebody, then it spawns this dude. So if you notice, he did his steel debuffs before he should have. And now it got people killed, but they're back now. But he needs to be able to steal that buff like quickly. Oh no! Not. Okay, so here we go. Her shield is up. Now it's back down. So he stole all of the buffs, including attack, defense, speed. So we're back. We've actually stabilized. See, she's not doing nearly as much damage. She has no shield. And she just resisted that. That's not great. That's bad. All right. Well, here's to hoping. This is why I need more accuracy. She's got one more hit, and then she no longer has the shield, but that's gonna... Oh, no! No! Oh! Okay, so now she's got block debuffs, so when she tries to put up her shield again right there, she failed to get all of her buffs. I didn't get to steal them, but at least she doesn't have them. Oh, boy. Barangiri might keep himself alive, and if he does, then it doesn't really matter what Wukong does. Buffs are still blocked. I think we got it. Yep, we got it. Yeah, possibly. You got reapered. All right, that's 13. Anything else? Last things before I wrap things up. Oh man, I thought I had my team ready to go. I was gonna give it a shot. Hopefully next time or sometime soon I'll be able to show you guys how to do Iron Twins, Sand Devil, and Shogun's Grove. But I gotta be able to survive more than like two things. 2 turns? Yes. Yeah, Eve really like. Yeah, if you need to talk about Eve stuff, we're just wrapping things up now. I'm well past what the sponsorship requirements when it comes to time. Hive Dive? Oh yes. This Sunday we're going to be doing a Drifter Hive drop. So if you're interested in coming and taking part in the Drifter Hive, make sure to be in the Convocation of Empyreans. And I think that there should be a role that you can flag yourself with in the members roles channel, or maybe it's just role. Either way, whatever. Keep an eye on that. Thank you to Dutch Gunner for doing those. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so there's that. Requirements: Confessor, or Guardian, or we can work with a couple other things. Let's see. Did I ever get something for that? No, I need to get more accessories there. I need to get more accessories, which means I'm going to be doing more spider. And I need to get some of the, looks like there's a couple pieces of gear that I need to flesh out for people. But yeah, I'm a lot better off than I was when we first started, and we got a bunch of points. I'm now the number 1 in points, guys. So, you know, thank you guys for participating and hanging out with me. If you have any questions or anything about the game that I should dig into in my next time I address raid, please put them in the comments below and whatnot. And make sure to like the stream, the video, and, you know, comment for the algorithm, all that sort of stuff. The guinea pigs appreciate it. Hold on. Come on. She does not appreciate this. So, on behalf of this kitty and my guinea pigs, and everybody who enjoys my stream, thank you so much for everybody who participates, shares it around, and, you know, does silly things like start playing Raid Shadow Legends when I ask them to, because it's really, really fun. You should totally play Raid Shadow Legends with us. Yeah. So, with all that said, I have been Ashtarothi, not Ash from Raid. You should definitely check out Ash from Raid. He knows way more about Ash than me, Raid than me. Is there anything else that I need to talk about? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Almost certainly. Knock on wood. So my plan is, I'm going to call my shot just so that we can all see how terrible my luck is with these kinds of things. But tomorrow, my plan is to talk about my plan tomorrow is to hopefully get done with the rest of the iceberg if possible. That way, Friday we can talk about preparation for Havoc, and then Monday we can talk about like last minute stuff for Havoc, and of course Tuesday we're in like Flynn. If you want to help participate, please join. Oh yeah, we might have New Eden news or a dev blog to look at tomorrow too. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, make sure to join Eve with the link there, and and the Convocation Discord for more information about that sort of stuff. And check out Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this. And I do want to also give a special, like an extra thank you to the person that's been handling this this sponsorship because we had a lot of back and forth this morning. She's been very patient to make sure I got everything right. I hope I got everything right. And they've actually just been really cool to work with. So I just wanted to say thank you. But with all that said, I have been Ashrothi, the voice of this channel. Oh, I'm gonna have to work on that. And until next time, I'll see. Oh gosh. I'm just kidding. I'll see you around, guys. 07. Oh no, I don't have a closing either. We'll close with the way we began with the video. Oh, don't forget, Vector Drake. All right. 07.
Darkness rises, and so must light. Galek, will you answer the call? This is not who you are. Make your choice.
Galek, this is justice. These lands used to belong to the clans. We are reclaiming what is rightfully ours.
As you say, Father.
Whatever it takes. Bring the prisoners!
Please! We're just farmers!
This man led the human oppressors. He is responsible for the deaths of hundreds of orcs. As are his ancestors. For millions, he must be punished. This human too bears responsibility. And must stand in judgment. Son, what are you doing?
Making a choice.
Please.
All this? For what? A single human child?
I do not wish to fight you, Father.
You are no son of mine.
Let go, father. It is over.
Not for me. Weak.